Well, it's long been established that the single most common cause, the single highest cause of death in America is doctors. Doctors kill more people than anything else. Okay? That's just a given. But they began to break it down here. In today's San Diego Union Tribune, there's a front page story. It says that the first two leading causes of death are still cardiovascular disease, number 1, cancer, number 2, and number 3 is hospital errors. Up to 440,000 people die each year from simple hospital errors. From simple hospital errors, 440,000. Let's see, what was the last time a street gang in Chicago killed 440,000 people? What was the last time that the Bloods and the Crips in L.A. killed 440,000 people? When was the last time that the drug gangs in New York killed 440,000 people a year? That's a year from simple hospital errors. Nobody gets their license suspended for 3 seconds. Nobody gets the equivalent of a parking ticket. Nobody goes to jail. It's high time the doctors get drug testing, urine tests for drugs before every procedure they do in the hospital, before they walk in the door, before they come into their clinics. And in addition to drug testing, federal, state, county, and city, the public's going to start demanding this, because I'm going to educate the public and make sure the public is demanding drug testing by doctors. And there has to be consequences for this type of slaughter of customers in a workplace. Okay, I can't call it anything else. Errors, simple errors, up to 440,000 a year are killed in American hospitals because of simple errors. It's impossible for the American public to stand this. We cannot tolerate this. We must take action here. And so we need to demand drug testing by urinalysis whenever a doctor comes to work. Okay, no exceptions. There has to be a urinalysis. The moment that they gown up and want to start doing surgery, they have to have a drug test, urinalysis. And then once a month, they have to have a blood test, and so on. There's all kinds of stuff we need to do when they come to work. And we need to have some kind of monitoring here. We want to know what the punishments are. Right now, according to the Center for Disease Control, the last report that came out publicly is that, and this was February 5th, 2007, full-page story in the USA Today, Center for Disease Control and the Journal of the American Medical Association, medical doctors kill, injure, and infect 15 million of their customers in their workplace each year. They kill, injure, and infect 15 million of their customers each year. 15 million. Oh, geez. 2 million infections each year in hospitals alone, of which 90,000 die. What if North Korea and Iran were to send over intercontinental ballistic missiles to our big population centers in New York, Chicago, Indianapolis, like Dallas, Texas, L.A., Seattle, Denver, Colorado, Miami, Atlanta, and infect 2 million people and kill 90,000? We'd vaporize them with nuclear weapons. Well, here's one trade that does it every year in America in their workplace, and they don't even get a parking ticket. Somebody needs to go to jail here. I actually have a CD, actually it's a DVD out now, called Somebody Needs to Go to Jail. And I've been saying this since 1964. Everybody laughed at me. It's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. It came out in my original audio cassette tape, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, 1993, and everybody laughed at me. And then in 1999, the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie came out, said more of the same, and everybody laughed at me. Well, there's a book now out, just came out 2 months ago, called Epigenetics. The subtitle is The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission. We've spent trillions of dollars, 60 years, on the theory that all diseases are transmitted by bad genes. And if we just give them enough money, they'll be able to put a new gene in where there's a bad gene and fix everything. Well, 60 years have gone by, and this is one of those things where James Watson, the guy who got the Nobel Prize, along with Francis Crick, for discovering the double helix structure of DNA, in 2000, that was 1953. In 2001, the human genome was published. And over 60 years, in March of 2013, James Watson got up in front of the University of California, San Diego, UCSD, and the Salk Institute in San Diego, and said, we're not going to cure any diseases by sequencing genes. Our experiments that we've done over the years in genetics has been irrelevant. It's not genetics. The problem is chemistry, biochemistry, a.k.a. nutritional deficiencies. And everybody went quiet, and nobody did anything about it. Well, here comes the book, Epigenetics. The subtitle is The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission. The halls of science are filled with coffins of dead medical theories, thousands of them, dead medical theories. So why should the transmission of disease by genetics be any different? It turns out to be a dead theory. I want everybody to contact your Youngevity associate and get the new book out called Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission. And when you read this, you're going to be very angry with the medical profession because they've been using you for an ATM machine. And guess what? The American public has stood it for a long time, but not anymore. Once the secret is revealed in Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission. We'll be back with more Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Thought we'd talk a bit about type 2 diabetes, as I've got a Fox News story here headlined, Type 2 Diabetes Associated with Brain Degeneration. They say it's long been known to have an adverse effect on the brain, and now they think it's linked to the loss of brain matter. Using an MRI, researchers looked at brain structures of 614 patients in the mean age of about 62, all diagnosed with type 2 diabetes with an over an average of 10 years, found that long-term diabetes was associated with a greater loss of brain tissue, suggesting brain atrophy. According to the lead researcher here, Dr. R. Nick Bryan, he's a chair and professor emeritus of the Department of Radiology at the Perelman School of Medicine at the University of Pennsylvania. He says I'd been thought that the most, if not all, of the effects of diabetes on the brain was due to vascular disease and diabetes get there and therefore stroke. So he goes on to say, we found that in addition to that, there's some sort of loss of brain tissue and atrophy. We think it may have a direct effect of the diabetes on the brain, and researchers noted that the greatest reduction of volume was seen in the brain's gray matter, where the neurons are located. The shrinkage of the brain matter is regarded as a start of neurodegenerative process. Patients with diabetes had previously been shown to have a higher risk of Alzheimer's disease, and the findings suggest that cognitive changes may be related to neurodegeneration. Findings suggest that for every 10 years of diabetes duration, the brain of a diabetic looked approximately 2 years older than that of a non-diabetic in regards to gray matter volume. He goes on to say one thing that's pretty clear was that the adverse effect of diabetes was significantly worse in patients who had diabetes longer. And of course, they say people with diabetes should make a maximum effort to cooperate with their physician to manage their diabetes and blood sugars. They say the brain is one that affected significantly, perhaps, if not just one, but in two ways, vascular and primary or direct assault on the brain. So there you go. We've long known that diabetes links to all kinds of health problems, and here now we see that your brain's going to shrink if you have diabetes and don't control it.
Absolutely, and of course, there's other pieces here. Now, this may be a case where they kind of make a good observation. They made one of those left-hand turns again, because in February of 2012, the FDA sent out an email to all the doctors saying, watch the statin drugs, the cholesterol-lowering drugs, because they do increase your risk of type 2 diabetes by 52% and dementia, including Alzheimer's disease, by 100%. And so the association may be due to the use of statin drugs rather than just a direct association with diabetes. Because what's the first thing they do with somebody with diabetes? They give them statin drugs to lower their cholesterol because of possible cardiovascular complications. So it's one of those circles where does it start? Where does it end? Which cause which? Did A cause B? Did B cause A? Does A and plus B equal C? And so I would like to see that study and see if they looked at people who got statin drugs when they had diabetes and against ones that didn't get statin drugs when they had diabetes. That would be a very interesting look at that data. That's a question that they didn't answer in that report. This may be another one of those things where they know the answer And they didn't want to point that part out because that'd be an indictment against the use of statin drugs. That's a question we need to ask. But thank you for bringing that up, Doug, because that's a great one. That's another nail in the coffin of the people who think that diabetes is one of those things that is genetically transmitted. It's simple mineral deficiencies. We've known it for 70 years. Well, thank you very much, sir. We'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Kansas. And Mike, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Mike, you're on the air.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Well, I just turned 62.
Okay.
4.5 years ago, I had an aortic valve replacement, and 6 months ago, a knee replacement, right knee replacement. The doctor has me on warfarin, Lipitor, and Trilipix. I'm still really active. I do have some back and neck issues occasionally from old football injuries, but I was just wondering if you might have some advice.
Okay.
To help me out.
Sure. How much do you weigh, sir?
Well, I'm about 5'7.5", 5'8", 175.
Okay. Do you have any other issues I need to know about that you didn't mention? High blood pressure, diabetes?
No, I don't.
Okay. And you're particularly, you have back problems, neck problems, you have knee problems, and although you've had some surgery for aortic valve replacement, it sounds like you also have a lot of cartilage and ligaments and tendons and knee problems and disc problems, that kind of stuff. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let's see, warfarin, I'm sure that's for the valve thing, and Lipitor. What was your cholesterol before they gave you Lipitor? Why did they give you Lipitor?
I couldn't give you a figure. I'm not sure what the, where it was, but
sure. Okay. Well, basically, what you want to do, of course, is take the 90 essential nutrients and 175 pounds. What I would do here in this case, since you're on warfarin and Lipitor, I would give you 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month. 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month. That's going to allow you to have 1 ounce of the Osteo FX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 NutriCrystals at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast and dinner, and 15 glucogel a day, 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner. All that will be accomplished by the 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month. And that's designed to support and promote maintenance, repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone matrix, and bone itself. And then, because you have a history of aortic valve problems, I would add a couple of secret sauces, if you will, for the cardiovascular system. I would certainly throw in 3 of our Ultimate Selenium twice a day, 3 at breakfast, 3 at dinner. That would be 2 bottles a month of selenium for the general health of blood vessels, including arteries, veins, capillaries, that sort of stuff. And I would also throw in, and of course the selenium is good for the heart muscle itself. And I would also throw in what we call Cardio FX. Cardio FX is a great herbal combination which just helps the heart muscle just work more efficiently and so forth. It's not like a drug or anything, but it does help the heart muscle stay calm and work more efficiently. I would also throw in the de-stress capsules, 3 of those twice a day, in case there's any little bit of congestive heart failure in there. Good for heart metabolism. Give us a call every 2 weeks, Mike. Let me know your blood pressure, weight, and all that kind of stuff. We'll be back after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Louisiana. And Celeste, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Celeste, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hi.
My husband was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
And we refused the medication.
Okay.
And we told him no thank you. So I wanted to know how to get rid of this.
Sure. How much does your husband weigh?
170.
Okay, does he have any other issues you need to know about? High blood pressure, arthritis?
No, none of that.
So he's good other than the type 2 diabetes?
That's it.
Okay, good. All right. Let me ask you just 2 quick questions here. Does he have any history of skin problems, any eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, or rosacea on his face?
No.
Okay, good. That's very good. Does he have any history of respiratory problems, like every winter he gets chronic bronchitis or asthma, anything like that?
Sinus. He's bothers with sinus, during the pollen season and stuff like that. He's rarely sick, rarely.
Okay, rarely sick, but he does have some nasal polyps.
Sinus.
Sinus. Did your husband smoke?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go for a minute to say that he doesn't have gluten intolerance, but he does need to get rid of bad stuff. And Shar, this is a Shar thing.
Yes.
What kind of diet would you put this guy on?
Well, I would probably put him on a gluten-free diet anyway because, gluten has gotten to be a really epidemic problem.
Okay, what else?
With everybody, but he needs to get on the healthy blood sugar pack, 2 of them actually.
And
good. That should take care of his problems. It'll get rid of his diabetes.
Okay.
And obviously he can't be eating sugar, and he's got to be, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no margarine, no salad oils.
You get rid of all the free radical stuff.
Exactly.
Very good. Okay, so let's just reiterate here. Celeste, your husband needs to go on 2 healthy blood sugar packs, as Shar said. That would be allow him to have 1 ounce of the Osteo FX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 NutriCrystals at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast and dinner, and 3 of the Sweeties at breakfast and dinner. And all that's designed to support and promote healthy metabolism of sugar and carbohydrates and fats at the cellular level, as well as support and promote healthy blood sugar levels. And before he doesn't medicate himself, does he? You're working on this with diet?
No, we stopped that as soon as we got that report. I threw the sugar out, the oil out.
Okay, good. But he's not on any medication, is that correct?
No, none.
Okay, good. Do you know what his blood sugar runs in the morning?
Like 120, sometimes 1...
Okay, so you're doing a pretty good job of maintaining with just diet. Very good. Well, what you're going to find is that this program will drop his blood sugar below 100, which is good. You want to be somewhere between 70 and 90 is where you really want to be. So that's very, very good. And give us a call every couple of weeks. And this will support and promote healthy blood sugar, healthy metabolism of carbohydrates, sugars, and fats at the cellular level. So we're very, very proud of this program. And give us a call every 2 weeks. Give us the numbers of his blood sugar, his weight, and blood pressure. You can get that, too. That'll be fun. And we'll go from there. Well, stick with us. We'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
All right, let's head to Michigan. And Robert, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Robert, you're on the air.
Yes, hi, Dr. Wallach. Thank you for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
I am calling on behalf of my grandfather. He just found out that he has congestive heart failure, and they also did a heart catheterization and found that there was blockage in his arteries, and he weighs about 220 pounds, and he's 85 years old.
Okay, this is a Shar thing. Charmaine?
I'm here.
Okay. This fella is 85 years old, weighs 220 pounds, has congestive heart failure and arteriosclerosis, blockage, atherosclerosis, arteriosclerosis, blocked coronary arteries. So where would you start? What kind of diet would you put this fella on?
Well, obviously, I would put him on a gluten-free diet no matter what. I do that with everybody.
Yeah, anything to do with the brain and the heart and the liver, I do the same thing.
And of course, he needs the de-stress for the congestive heart failure, and he needs the daily. And he needs 2...
Okay, what's the daily? What's the daily for?
He needs the daily to open up all his arteries, all his blocked arteries.
Support blood flow through blocked arteries. Very good.
Right. De-stress is for congestive heart failure. That will take care of that. And he needs 2 of the healthy brain. I would give him the healthy brain and heart packs, obviously.
You're awful confident. Have you seen people with congestive heart failure get off their medication?
Oh, yeah, like within a week.
It's amazing.
Works.
How many prescription drugs were they on?
27.
27.
Yep.
Okay, exactly right. Well, Robert Shar is exactly right. What I would do for your grandfather is give him 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. That will allow him to have 3 of the Ultimate Selenium at breakfast and dinner, 1 ounce of the Osteo FX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 NutriCrystals at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast, and 3 of the EFAs at dinner. It also, and all that would be accomplished by the 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. And he would also get 3 of the de-stress capsules twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month, and that's very specific for congestive heart failure. Congestive heart failure, we've known since the late 1700s, is due to a deficiency of a single vitamin. Okay? And then, even if he's on medication, what you want to do is give him this system, and, of course, the Ultimate Daily Tablets, 3 twice a day. There's 1 bottle a month to support and promote healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries, also to support healthy blood pressure. And I'm sure your grandfather's on medication, so he does need to monitor his blood pressure. He needs to monitor his pulse. If it seems like everything's getting better, then he wants to get an appointment with his doctor and say, hey, can I reduce my medication here? That kind of stuff. And don't cold turkey off the medication. If he's really mentally sharp and everything, he might try reducing his medication by 10% or something like that after a month or after he really feels much better. But I would definitely not cold turkey off of anything, and it wouldn't hurt a guy his age to get an appointment, with a doctor after a couple of weeks on this or after a month and say, hey, I'm doing pretty good here. I've changed my diet. I'm doing some things. Give me a, I want you to just listen to my heart and look at my weight and all that kind of stuff and see if I can reduce my medication. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Valerie in Indiana. You're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Valerie, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach.
Hi.
I was at your meeting on last night, and
wasn't that fun?
My husband has trigeminal neuralgia, but you were speaking so fast, I didn't get all of the. I didn't get the whole program, and I did purchase quite a few products.
Sure.
And
well, trigeminal neuralgia is due to a squeezing of the roots of the 5th cranial nerve, the trigeminal nerve, by osteoporosis of the skull. Now, remind me, because there's quite a few people there, how much does your husband weigh?
He weighs 190, sir.
Okay. And does he have any other issues like high blood pressure, or diabetes, or arthritis, or anything like that?
He has high blood pressure, and he's on atavastatin for cholesterol, and he's also on potassium tablets when he remembers to take them. But he's quite forgetful, and he doesn't rest well. He was just here a little while ago, and he looked like he was on his last leg. He likes a lot of pop, and he likes a lot of hamburgers. I told him he's going to have to change his diet.
He can have the hamburger, but he needs to give up the buns. Okay, now, we only have a few moments here, so, Shar, why would Valerie's husband be craving soda pop?
Because he's not absorbing his nutrients, he's not taking in enough nutrition, and his body's craving nutrition. Once you give your body the fuel it needs to run, you won't be hungry, and you won't have food cravings.
You're exactly right. Food cravings, particularly for sugar, spicy things, bubbly things. This is a sure sign that your husband has mineral deficiency. So I definitely get him on a gluten-free diet. At 190 pounds, and he's got osteoporosis of the skull, Shar. That's why he's got trigeminal neuralgia. What would you give him for osteoporosis?
For osteoporosis, I would give him the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, but he needs 2 of them.
2 of them, yeah, 190 pounds. So it'd be 1 ounce of the OsteoFX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 NutriCrystals at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses twice a day, and 15 Glucogel a day. 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner, and all that would be accomplished by the 2 Healthy Bone and Joint Packs per month. And then for the dementia, for memory loss there, what would you do for that?
I would give him de-stress and Ultimate Daily.
Okay, well, and the Ultimate Days can be good for vascular dementia as well as the high blood pressure. Very good. You get a 2 there. And I'd give him 3 of the Ultimate Daily tablets twice a day, 1 bottle a month. Again, that's to support and promote healthy blood flow through the brain and healthy blood flow through the kidneys and the heart, and also to support and promote healthy blood pressure. For the dementia, Shar is exactly right, the de-stress capsules. And, of course, we already talked about the vascular dementia with the Ultimate Daily tablets. We'd also throw in one more thing. They're little dark soft gel capsules. They're they got DHAs and EPAs in them. Smart Effects, you got it, Shar. Very good. I'd have him take 9 of those a day, 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner, because the Smart Effects are designed to give the brain the raw materials to make neurotransmitters that are required for memory and also for cognition, problem solving. Okay, now give us a call every couple of weeks if you would, please, Valerie, and give us some progress report. If you want to help your husband sleep better, he can also get the Sleep Ease, SLEEP-EZE, Sleep Ease. Have him take 3 of those an hour or a half hour before bedtime with a glass of water, and he'll sleep very restfully. With all this calcium and all the minerals, he's going to sleep restfully, and you'll know he's absorbing it when his cravings for the soda pop goes away. And what I would do, it wouldn't hurt. Char, what do you think about getting him Rebound and replace his soda pop with Rebound?
Oh, absolutely. And we have a lot of these powder packs. We have Pollen Burst and the new Pollen Burst with that what do you call it, black currant in it.
Mm-hmm.
My son mixes up. I bought 4 of those mixing things with the wire in it, 2 for him and 2 for me, and he confiscated all 4 of them. He mixed up different drinks from our stuff. Like there's GTO, there's all that stuff. He mixes up one of everything and takes it in his backpack to work. And he quit the soda pop.
I'll have to talk to Mike about returning some of yours. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity, 90 for Life Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Florida. And Maria, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Maria. You're on the air.
Thank you. God bless you, Dr. Wallach.
Well, God bless you, too. Thank you.
I saw you on Benny Hinn, and I'm so excited. I have a friend of mine that's got Parkinson's. He probably had it for about 3 years, but they found it last year.
Mm-hmm.
And he also has anxiety, insomnia, depression. He's a mess. He didn't call you because he couldn't,
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know exactly, he's already joined, and I need to know exactly what he needs to take.
Okay, how much does he weigh?
He weighs about 175 pounds.
Okay. All right, Shar, you've seen somebody with serious, almost terminal Parkinson's disease get better, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
What's the guy's name?
David Dietrich.
Yep.
Moose Jaw, Canada.
Moose Jaw, Canada. And, of course, he's one of many, but he's a classic case because we went back there in 90 days,
Yep.
and he goes from a guy who is totally disabled with Parkinson's disease. What did you see 90 days later when we went back?
Perfectly normal guy comes up and shakes hands with you. Nothing wrong with him.
Isn't that wild?
Yep.
And we gave him something special for his diet, and he said he depleted what population?
He depleted the egg population in his town because he ate 10 to 12 eggs a day for 3 months, every day. And he said he definitely depleted the egg population in his town.
Yeah, he ate a couple thousand eggs in that 3 months.
Yep.
Okay. And, of course, he's a big guy. He weighed about 240. He was a big fella. And so we had him eat 10 to 12 eggs a day. They had to be poached with soft yolks or soft boiled with soft yolks, soft scrambled butter, not oil or margarine. And then he got 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. We got him an extra bottle of selenium so he could have 3 selenium 3 times a day. He got 1 ounce of the Osteo FX Plus twice a day, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 twice a day, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast and 3 of the EFA Pluses at dinner time. And then we also gave him the de-stress capsules, 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. And we threw in the OPCTs, 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. And also we threw in the Auric Points, 100,000 Auric Points. And he went with the Cell Shield RTQ, 5 of those twice a day because he's a big fella. 5 twice a day of the Cell Shield RTQ. You could use the Triple Treat chocolate. If he likes chocolate, 3 of those twice a day. 3 of those twice a day or 2, 3 times a day. Get the box of 100. Now, because he has depression as well, that's where the de-stress capsules are going to come in. Again, we want him to have 3 of those twice a day. The anxiety attacks, what would you do for blood sugar problems, Char?
Sweeties.
Sweeties, you got it. I'd have him take 2 bottles a month of the Sweeties, 3 of those twice a day. And give us a call every couple of weeks and let us know how he's doing. And, of course, as Char's correct, he's got to get on a drop-dead gluten-free diet. No anything to do with the brain. No wheat, barley, rye, and oats. No fried foods. No processed meats or nitrates or nitrites. No oils. No gluten. No wheat, barley, rye, and oats. And if he's on any soft drinks or anything like that, replace it with a Rebound. And give us a call every 2 weeks. Let us know how he's doing. And we'll walk you guys through this because we've done quite a few people with with Parkinson's disease, quite a few people with MS, quite a few with Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS, and we've gotten them all better. It's just a matter of supporting and promoting maintenance repair of the brain. Okay, we only have a moment left. So, Shar, what advice would you give people? And I know I ask this maybe once every week or so, but I think as new people come in, they need to hear this. Do you take the 90 essential nutrients only after you get diagnosed with a disease or before you get diagnosed?
Oh, no. You take it all the time. I take more stuff than most people that got diseases because I don't want to get sick. I think that we have the closest thing to anti-aging and to anti-disease that is available to anybody, rich or poor. And
what's your new secret weapon?
President Reagan died a terrible, horrible, slow death. If they know so much, how could they let the President of the United States die?
Die of Alzheimer's, yeah.
Yeah, how could they do that?
What is your new secret weapon? Now, you just turned 71. You look like you're 40. You have the energy of a 12-year-old. So what do you attribute that to?
All the products I take, everything I take.
What's your newest secret weapon?
The new secret weapon is Immortalium, and I take that, twice a day.
Okay, good girl.
Yeah.
Well, we got to go here, kid. A+ for you. Thank you so much, Doug and Billy. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.